Well, good morning, guys. It is day 9 of the Camino Francés, and will you believe it? It is drizzling right now. I think this rain is much welcome, especially the low temperatures. Oh my God, we have been baking out here for the last week or so, and today we have a 20-kilometer day from Viana, where we are right now, to Navarrete. We're gonna head over to Logroño. Yes, sir. We're passing through Logroño. We're not staying there. That is the town where we're gonna have breakfast because we just went to the only bar in town here that opens at 6, and just our luck, they don't have toast. I know. So we're gonna head out and get to Logroño, hopefully before 9 in the morning, have breakfast there, and then take a bus for just a few stops just to make it to the outskirts of town, and then continue on walking to Navarrete. We're gonna get our stamps at the cathedral. We're also crossing into another province. We're gonna say goodbye to Navarra and hello to La Rioja. Are you ready for this? It's 6 in the morning. I know. We need a few more hours of sleep. But we gotta go. Let's do this. Alright guys, it is 7 a.m. We're crossing this bridge, this famous bridge, on our way to the border between Navarra and La Rioja. You can see Viana down there. Oh, what a beautiful town. We have been walking with all the pilgrims, talking, chit-chatting, but we have left them behind now. Oh man, what a beautiful morning. I just wish we had some café con leche along the way, but we'll have it 5 kilometers from here. Well guys, here we are finally at the border between Navarra and La Rioja. There's the sign. We're about to enter Logroño, which happens to be the capital of La Rioja. We're saying goodbye to Navarra and to Basque Country. Navarra really put us through the ring, right? Yeah. How did it treat you?
It was pretty difficult.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning, you're getting used to the routine. I think by now you have gotten it, right? I feel like we're gonna tackle La Rioja. You're gonna do much better here before we enter Castilla y León, which is my favorite one of the entire trip. You'll see why. All right, let's get our stamp on the credencial and also on the scroll before we enter La Rioja, right? Let's do this. It is 8:30 and we made it to the top of the climb to Logroño. We're on the descent right now. We have an incredible reveal. I love when you get a nice reveal of the city, and this one is at the top of the list. Look at the cathedrals all the way down there, where we're gonna be having breakfast right across the street from it, and we cannot wait to get there. We're sort of like super hungry, kind of starving right now, but we'll be there in no time. Well, this is a first. The main doors of the cathedral here in Logroño are open. And another first on this trip, we saw a handrail as we were making our way down into the city. We stopped at this Donativo place, which I always take my time to pass by and say hello. And out of the corner came a handrail walking, and of course I had to say hi. I had to walk up and talk to him about my pilgrimage and about his. He's also collecting stamps on his scroll, much like what we do over there in Japan. Over there's calligraphies, but he's collecting the scrolls here as well. It was an incredible moment. It brought a big smile to my face, and just walked down with him until we got to the bridge where I said goodbye. We just had our breakfast here, facing the cathedral at the same cafe where I always have breakfast. And Giancarlo had toast, and he also had orange juice. I guess he was hungry. I had a chocolate croissant and a café con leche, of course, or a cappuccino in this case. We need to get the stamps here at the cathedral, but mass is taking place. I don't think they will listen to us now. And we only have 20 minutes before the bus leaves. So decisions. We'll see if we can get it. If not, I think we got plenty already. sadly, we didn't have time to get the stamp at the cathedral. Mass was still going on, and we have a bus to catch. Yes, we have about 5 minutes to make it to the stop. This bus, we're gonna take it for 3 stops. From here to the outskirts of town, there's a park there, beautiful park, and it's gonna shave off, I think it's about 5 kilometers. Logroño is special. I finished a Camino here in 2021 when I did the Via Podienses from Le Puy en Velay to Saint Jean Pied de Port. I continue on walking and I made it to this town, and from this town I took a train to Madrid. All right, there's the bus stop. Guys, there you have it. We took the bus, not the one that we wanted, but it's the only one that was available. The one that we wanted was gonna take us all the way to the park, but it never showed up. And then checking at Google Maps, he said that it didn't have the latest timetable. So we ended up taking this one, number 2, which took us halfway to the park. We'll take whatever help we can get, right, Giancarlo?
Yeah.
All right, let's walk now towards the Camino because we're a few blocks away from it. It is at noontime. We have made it to the other side of the park, walking slowly through it with all the joggers and cyclists enjoying their Sunday stroll. And we're about to enter the open plains again. It is, what's the temperature right now, Mira?
It is currently sunny and 30 degrees Celsius, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I feel it. Giancarlo, break's over. By the way, here, there's a guy, an old-timer that has done the Camino many, many times. And he's here early in the morning giving pilgrims stamps on their credenciales, and he also has snacks for donation. I saw him last year. I've seen him other times. Of course, now it's too late. It's noon. All the pilgrims have already passed by. Even probably the ones that are going to Navarrete, which is, I say, less than 5 kilometers away. So I think it's time to head over there, Giancarlo, before it gets even warmer. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, and we are just outside Navarrete. It is so freaking hot. 33 degrees Celsius, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. My God, man. I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Another heat wave. Thank God for the umbrellas, but still, Giancarlo's feeling it, right? He's feeling it. He's quiet, I know. He's taking his breaks on the second half of the stage. But we're here in town already. It's just a little section more to make it to the church. We have to head over and have a bite to eat for lunch. We're staying at a private accommodation just like yesterday, so no rush to get in there, except for the AC. We definitely want the AC. But we're gonna have lunch first, and then also visit the church and get our stamps. Since we didn't get one in Logroño, we need it. We need it from this town. Giancarlo, you ready? Are you ready for the last push? Not really? You gotta do it anyways, buddy. Let's go. All right, guys, we are in our room. We got a double bed for 45 euros, which is not too bad. You can see Giancarlo crash landed in this town. We had an amazing lunch. Yes, we did. Right next to the church. After we went in, Giancarlo just rushed in just to sit down and feel the cold breeze that you can always find inside the churches here. I had to pay €1 to get the lights on to turn on so I could get video of the inside of the church. I don't know if you remember, but in 2017 I had an issue there where I put €1 and the lights never turn on. So that's always been in the back of my mind whenever I visit the church, but it hasn't happened yet. After we finished that, we got our stamps, of course. And then we went quickly to the bar next door. I have been in that bar many times. And I knew already that they had a great pilgrim menu, which is what I had. I had the salad and then lomo with fries. Giancarlo had the chicken with fries as always. I had a little bit of vino and sparkling water. It came with dessert and also with coffee. So all in all, it was 15 euros for me, the pilgrim menu. And then we rushed over here about a block away to this hostel. Man, are you tired? He's tired. Tomorrow is gonna be an easy day. Tomorrow we only have 16 kilometers, so it will be much easier, Giancarlo. I promise. And the day after, I don't know. We'll deal with that day when it comes. Let's take all the gear off and take our showers, right?
Yeah.
Go for it. You go first. I'll let you go first. Yes, I saw this laundromat on Google Maps and I could not resist myself to come here and do laundry. I'm halfway through my clothes. I have 6 sets of clothes, so 3 that were dirty. Last time I did laundry was in Estela and I was good until Belorado, but just doing the planning. If I do it now, then I get to do it again in Burgos. And then from Burgos, I have almost all the way to Leon. So that would work out even better. Maybe I just got out of the room because it's hot, man. It is hot in there, but of course I have my 2 fans that I have clip on to my extension pole, my selfie pole. I like for all my gear to have multiple purposes, and this was a revelation on the Via Francigena when I figured out that I could use my selfie stick to use it as a stand for my fan, and now that I have 2, one for my son and one for me, it's just perfect. I have it right in between the 2 beds. One is facing him and the other one is facing me. And we can sleep like this tonight and feel like we're, I don't know, somewhere far away from here. Maybe at a beach. So yes, doing laundry. There's no other pilgrim doing it. So, I thought it was going to be full. There were only like 2 locals here that were on the way out as soon as I arrived. So €4 for the washer and then €1 for 10 minutes on the dryer. Maybe I'll do 2 cycles. A little trick that I learned over the past few years is that instead of putting all my clothes in one and doing multiple cycles, might as well put half here, the other half on the other one, and it will cost me the same, but it will be half the time. It would only take me 10 minutes to dry my clothes. All right, unless somebody else shows up. We're gonna have dinner at the same place where we had lunch because I love that place so much. I have visited that guy so many times. I have a few memories of people that I met there, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get to see the hand roll once again. If I do, I cannot believe that he gave me Osetai and I didn't give him anything. If I see him, I'm gonna give him my bracelet, my Kukai bracelet that I got. Was it at Temple 70 over there in the Chicago hand roll? It was the temple where Kukai was born. So I was gifted this when I was there, and I'll pass it on to him since he's walking with a full attire. And when you see a Henro walking, that's not just a Henro, that is Kukai himself doing the pilgrimage. So I had to give him something. And this feels just right. We'll see. All right, guys, laundry is done. We already had a dinner at the same restaurant where we had lunch. It was a full gathering of all the pilgrims that are staying here in this town, which is a small number. And we had just such a great time. It's 9 o'clock already. We're here in the main square. We got the church on this side. Look at this. There was a thunder when we were eating, and it's like a light drizzle right now. So it looks like it's gonna rain tonight. Tomorrow we have a short day. It's gonna be 16 kilometers, which is great news for you, right? Right. The only downside is that nothing opens here until like 7 a.m. So we may have a late start because we don't want to have breakfast in Besantos, is it? Something like that. It's the next town that's about 6 or 7 kilometers away from here. It's pretty far away. Hasta luego. And, not like today. Today we had breakfast in Logroño and he was starving the whole time. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna leave at 7. It's a short day, so we're probably still gonna make it to town around 1 in the afternoon. It's also gonna be not in the mid 90s, probably gonna be high 80s. So let's see how it goes tonight. See you guys tomorrow morning, right? Ciao. Bye.